Alright, finally. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents Dungeons and Veterans. Sorry for the delay. Apparently, my stream service did not want to let me on tonight. Alright, so I am your DM, Dan Latham. I can also be found on Twitter as at Shadrick and let's get back into this. My players this evening, starting with
Vincent, former U.S. Navy, currently working as a DevOps engineer. I'm playing Bayor, an Indiana Jones-style Luke Stalker Ranger with an archaeologist's background. He doesn't trust anybody. Followed by... And I am Todd Meekum, former Air Force, current Army National Guard. I am playing Dux, the halfling monk barbarian who is supposed to be the tank, but because they can't hit him, they usually go for other people.
Alright, and let's see. All the noise and sound effects and music that you guys hear in the background, of course, is going to be ran by Sirenscape. Previously on Dungeons and Veterans, our illustrious group of heroes, adventurers, whatever they call themselves, found themselves at a river crossroads with a very, very long bridge. On the other end, there was an encampment of gnolls. So, in typical adventurer fashion, they went and said hello with swords and bows and pretty much slaughtered the entire group and are now sleeping in their encampment as if it was their own. Where we left off, they were taking a long rest in the only tent that was there. And go ahead, gentlemen. What were we doing now?
Yeah, there's another river between us and the windmill.
Yes, there is. Ooh. All right.
Pretty much, it's pretty close to that. I don't like these off-road travel plans. They tend to lead to ambushes. Yeah, but at least we'll be able to see him coming. Hence, that no ambush. Across the side of the road in the jungle.
Okay, so you're going to So you're going to try to stay on the makeshift trail to the other river?
I'm up for it, but let's see if we can find out how frequently this makeshift trail is traveled. So you want me to roll survival with advantage since I kind of know the area?
I believe Bob just rolled it to check. As of right now, you do notice that it has a lot of foot traffic from what looks like knolls. You're not far enough in to determine any other kind. I mean, if you want to continue on the direction you're heading, see if you see any other kind of markings, we can do that.
I'm gonna hope that we can catch speed on this road and get as much of that other bridge before we're not going. Sounds good to me. I'm right now.
All right. So
Pushing up this road, go off this roundabout road and push from that guy to this bridge. Oh, we don't have any murders.
gentlemen, disregard.
Not that kind of ranger. Alright, well, whoever's on point, we need to be head on triple because,
All right. So give me a lineup. Who's in front? Who's in second? Who's on third? You know, that sort of thing. Okay, are you next to last? Or are you in front of Brother May I?
Brother, may I, where would you like me to be? Would you like to be in the middle-ish, exactly, or do you want to be towards the rear? As long as I can get everybody with myself, doesn't matter. I would like to, yeah. I think she should guard Sergeant Rock. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so let's see. Survival check's not needed for the direction because you're just going to follow the trail you're on. It's more of a hunter's trail, so it's not really like I'd say it's not like a road. What you saw on the map was just pretty much for your benefit for the bridge and to make the bridge long enough for to cross the river. I had to make a path on either side. So, but it's more of like a hunter's trail. If you guys have ever been out hiking in the woods, and you know what I'm talking about, or if you're a hunter yourself, you know what I'm talking about.
I think we do want to do periodic survival checks just to check the tracks, see if the knolls drop off and something else picks up, or whether anything's fresh.
I will say with your survival check there, Vayor, you do notice a pair of knoll tracks that run off the trail and deeper into the jungle towards the south-southwest.
Well, that would be the one that Sarge wounded but failed to kill. I would assume.
Okay, so
I don't think the party's in a mood for chasing him down, especially after a long rest. So. We have him. I think if all his things back to his encampment that he wants. That's okay.
okay, so we are now daytime, not nighttime. So let's change that.
I'm gonna keep an eye on our northern flank. Or attempt to keep an eye on our northern flank.
Okay, so let's see. Give me perception checks. Sergeant Rock is enjoying the beautifully colored green trees. Alright. All right. So moving right along. You guys. Let's see. Okay. About halfway through the day. I'm sorry, you're cutting in and out. What was the question?
Can we go travel at full speed or is it close range?
No, no, you guys can travel at full speed. Well, not exactly, because it is a bit of a long trek.
Exactly, because we're running into about 13 miles per month.
Not 13, just 12.
As long as it's not away from something.
Alright, so about halfway through the day, you gentlemen start hearing, that'd be Vayor and ducks. You start hearing the strange noise that starts to emanate over the top of the jungle. Let's see if I can find something that'll. You guys hear that? Or are the birds entirely too loud?
I hear a fluke. Sounded like a squirrel or a plane flying over the
And you hear that coming from your southwest direction.
Alright, I tell everyone to be quiet and listen.
Okay, so let's see.
I'll step into the bush north of the path. They're kind of like hiding. Is that a stealth roll? At disadvantage?
Okay, Brother May, you think you're hidden. Sergeant Rock, you think you're hidden as well. Except for you just ran into a tree. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. Everyone thinks they're hidden.
Okay. Oh, so Bob's got an instinct.
So pretty much that's Sergeant Rock's attempt at stealth. He is steadily talking about something that you have no idea what it's about. Everybody else is like, alright, let's hide. And he's like, alright, so this is what happened, and you look around and you don't see ducks, and you don't see Vayor, and you don't see. Actually, I don't know. Well, no, with your perception check you had a minute ago, you don't see she either. But you do see Brother May I. Alright. Now, you hear that off in a distance, but what you do not have any? No, I mean, I can hear it on the actual soundtrack, but I didn't hear it. No, no, that's not me. No, I was actually looking for a little closer. The two of you with the perception checks, you do hear howling. Ducks, you do notice movement in the jungle up ahead of you, and you've seen these creatures before. It is a rather large pack of wargs. Okay, well, they seem to be sniffing around, checking the trail. What are y'all doing? And they do notice Sergeant Rock, so they are looking in his general direction. So you hear this voice in your head that says there are wargs coming your direction. But Sergeant Rock is the only one that's heard this voice in his head up until this point. Sergeant Rock is cutting in and out. One good thing about being in a jungle, no need to make too many maps. Because all the jungle looks alike. Alright, so acrobatics, athletics. We'll say you're able to spring up the first 15 feet into a tree, but you don't get much higher than that. Okay. Oh yeah, you're still pretty much in the jungle. Alright, so I see 4 or 5 people. I'm gonna move you down here. You guys are more towards the left area. You did see Vayor jump up and start climbing a tree. Now, for like I said,
No, I stealth. I'm hiding in a bush. Okay, so we're all stealth waiting for the war. I'm waiting for my turn in initiative. I don't know what y'all are waiting for. Ian hasn't said roll initiative yet. We may not be going into battle. As soon as he says that, we'll roll initiative.
now, like I said, for everybody but Rock, this is the first time you've heard this voice in your head.
Does it sound like Dux's voice, or is he using some powers of the
Well, ducks, when they hear you in their head, does it sound like your voice or does it just sound like a voice?
It sounds like I think my voice sounds. There's probably more man than Dux. The perfect example of what I would have my voice be. I think the small one's dad is talking to us. You hear Darth Vader in your head.
Alright, so let's see. You guys stealthed. Two of you saw them. They are coming your direction now that they've seen Sergeant Rock. You see 5 at the moment. Let's see. Actually, let me rephrase that. I did that because I didn't think you could, but I forgot that you guys rolled real high on your checks. You see 10 total. The other 5... Where is Sergeant Rock anyway? Alright, so yes, there are, we'll say, once you've seen them, go ahead and give me an initiative so we can figure out how the roll goes. Yes. We can keep yours. Let's see. Okay, may I? She, 16. Ducks, 18. Alright, Brother May I? Athletics is for what? Attempting is the key word there. Sergeant Rock. What exact... would you like to roll initiative? Have we lost Sergeant Rock? Oh my. Well, Sergeant Rock moved, so I had to move them. You were over here. Alright, so with that, let's see, may I, your dex is what?
My dex
Alright. Okay. Noted. Yes, can now. Oh, okay. Well, they think they're all hidden. Alright, so let's see. Start of the initiative, ducks. You see them, you had your bow out. What are you doing?
So is this initiative or is this
This is initiative.
Alright, I'm going to fire at them. But I don't want to shoot the one in front. I want to shoot the one towards the back. Like this one.
Alright. So go ahead and fire at him.
This one in the back so that it doesn't alert his friends when he goes down. I should have been a short, that's a short bow, sorry. That's on the wrong one. Oh, never mind, it's 26.
Okay, so that's what, 10 points of damage?
Yes, and then, does it go down or is it still up?
It yips, but it doesn't go down.
I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Okay, so that was yours. Bayor, you are now up. You are up in the tree.
Same target. Go down with 21. 14 hit it.
Yes, actually 14 does hit it, and it does go down. So this one is gone.
Unlike that, I'm okay with loading action and attack this guy next.
All right.
That would be my second attack.
All right, and I'll take the 16. And that would be to this one here. Yes. Give me athletics. All right, we'll say you get another 5 feet up.
20 feet up,
Sure. No, it's not like they got claws or anything. No, but have you ever seen that video with that bulldog that climbs that tree? All right. No, they're basically giant wolves. Okay, so next one up. Let's see, that was 18, 17. She. And that's miss.
Okay, and then I will do it again.
And that is, looks like you got real close to hitting it, but it ducked its head at the last second.
Alright, and that will end my turn.
Alright, so they are now up. Let's see, who do we have here? That's Vayor up in the tree. It's May I? Okay, just checking out everybody. Damn. Okay. And let's see. "20 feet was just enough, but there is a warg on a branch 5 feet below you. He has a 19 on his athletics."
My turn again already?
No. Go to May I. Alright, so let's get some attack rolls done. Okay, so the two that are on she, we have 16. Okay, so the 9 as the second one, that's a miss. Alright, Brother May I. That'll be a 17. That'll be a 7. And that'll be a 9. So only one hits. You will take 9 points of piercing damage. And give me a strength save. You are knocked prone. Which means... Yes, but the 15 hit? Okay, so only one of those actually makes the attack with the advantage. And that'll be 8 points of piercing damage from that bite. Ducks, you have 2 on you, so let's go with a 16. Okay, so give me that strength save. And you'll be taking 12 points of damage. Yeah, you're raging, so that will be advantage. You make it. Your damage, like I said, is 12 points of piercing, which is not half, so it'll be 6 points of piercing. The second attack is going to be a 22 to hit you. Give me another strength save. Okay, you're good. And that one is going to be 10 total damage, so that'll be 5 to you. And like I said, Vayor, the two of the wargs are trying to climb up to you. One is 5 feet below you. The other one was able to jump about 10 feet up, but couldn't find purchase on anything. So with that, that was their go. Alright, and that leaves us with Sergeant Rock. No, not Sergeant Rock. Brother May I. You are prone with wolves around you. I believe that would be the universal sign for I'm going to blend these things. Spiritual Guardians. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the Spiritual Guardians, right? Am I missing one? Ah. Thank you for the reminder about the other one on ducks. I did not remember that. It was covered up, so I didn't see it. So, ducks, 15 to hit. Okay, what about an 18? No, wait a minute. 15's there's only one wolf. So, all right. So we got 6 that need to roll save. All right, it's an 18 on the roll. That is a failure on red, whatever that is. Yes. So it's an 11 on that one. Okay, so 2 fails, 2 succeeds, another fail, another fail. Alright, so only 2 succeed, so that'll be this one here, and this one right next to ducks, the only ones that succeed. So the rest of them will take it. But it's the start of their turn, you said? Alright, so you have your action, you've done a bonus, do you want to get up off the ground? Okay, so half your movement. What else would you like to do? Well, they're just wolves. How hard can they bite? Okay. So with that, Sergeant Rock, since you're so far back, none of them can get to you, but your friends are all pretty much accosted by the wolves. What are you going to do? Yes. No. Wait, no, they haven't taken damage yet. That would be the blue one down at the bottom. Yes. Alright, fire away. I'd say that hit. And with that, that one is no more. Alright. Go ahead. And it's definitely a hit. Alright. Which one is that one? That is a red. Whatever. I'll say red one on that one. We'll make the other one red too. Okay. That was it for your turn. You got any movement you want to do? Alright. So, top of the round, ducks, you're up. You have 2 on you, since Sergeant Rock took one out. Alright, go for it. No. That will be a miss. It keeps bouncing back and forth, and you just keep swinging and catching nothing but air. So, let's see, that's your action and bonus, or is that just your action? Alright, do you want to do any kind of moving, or are you going to stay right where you're at? Alrighty then, so that was your go. Vayor, you were up. You have, like I said, one 5 feet below you, the other one 20 feet below you on the ground. Barking, yipping, whatever.
5 foot down. Red or purple?
The red one.
Alright, so I start with the red one. Oh.
Okay, that's a hit.
Is he still up?
Yes, he still is.
How about now?
No, I'd say he's down now.
Alright, I'm going to try to take my movement up the tree. Hoping for a high roll. Get one.
Nope, you did not. You can't find purchase to go any higher than you are right now. So let's see, with that, that was 16. She.
Okay, so we can do better on top of me right now. Let's focus on the yellow one. And does 13 hit?
Okay, yellow one, 12, 13 just hits. So that's going to be 13 points of damage.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is. Bloodied, but still up.
So now I'm going to flurry of blows, excuse me. The 11 will miss, the 14 should hit for another 8 points.
Another 8 points of damage. Okay. Not looking too good, but is still there growling in your face. I mean, he's so close you can smell the rot of whatever he just finished eating.
That's awesome. I love
Uh-huh. Alright, so that's it for you. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and try an athletic... No. You know what? Damn, Sergeant. Just out of range. Well, you know what? He's going to move right up in your face anyway. So, Ducks, first attack is a miss. Second attack is a 15. Brother May I, first attack is a 16. Alright. Give me that strength check. Make it. You will take 12 points of piercing damage. Give me another strength check for the second hit. The second hit's a 23, so give me another strength check. Okay, you go prone and you take 7 points of piercing damage. And I'm sure 14 doesn't hit you, correct? Okay, so the last one misses you even though you're laying on the ground. What's the Constitution save for? Ah, okay. Thank you. I forget. Alright, so she. That's going to be a 24. Give me a strength check or save. Yes, you are, and you'll take 10 points of piercing damage. And the second one on you gets advantage on the attack. It's going to be the same number, so you'll take another... This time it's going to be 11 points of piercing damage. Alright. Yes. Alright, so that was it for theirs. Brother May I, you're up. Wait a minute before we do that, because that was my mistake. The last amount of damage, the 11 you took, take it back. No, yeah, she. Well, Spiritual Guardians is going. Start of the turn, they take that 11 points of damage. He only had 10 points. So So this one right here did not get to make the attack. Now, I'll be honest with you. Yes, you take no damage. So, yeah, disregard all that attack and damage on you because Spiritual Guardians killed both of those wolves. Now, wait a minute. He ran off after Sergeant Rock. The red one actually did, because he made his save earlier, so he did make it. So, sorry guys. Just take the 10. Just take the 10. Yes. But you didn't get a second attack against you, but you are prone. Alright, so... And the other one that made it was the orange one. So that means that one takes 11. The purple one, lavender one takes 11. Yellow one takes 11. And the orange one made his save, so he's good. Alright. Now that I've got that squared away. Yes. He's out. Yeah, he's just out of range of it. Okay. Let's see, all three of them in front of you all look the same. Alright. So Yeller takes 9 points of damage, and what else is on top of that? Is there something else? Spiritual Guardians. Alright. Okay, so that is... You have 15 foot of movement rate, but I'm sure you don't want to take the attack's opportunity against you, so... Then let's see. Next up is Sergeant Rock. You have one in your face. And that would be the purple one. Alright, so that... Oh, he does. I already wrote down the full damage. That's cool. I rolled a 2, so I'm sure that's not going to make it. Let's see... Oh, they take half on the save? Where was your... That was, he had 10. Okay, so yeah. Yes, he did. I heard dogs barking in the background. Alright, so that was your go. Top of the round, Ducks. You still have 2 on you.
Let's see if I can actually get this done.
Okay, first one is a miss, 17 is a hit, and you're hitting which one? Green. Alright.
So I just hit for 9 plus 2, so 11.
Okay. I don't think green's been hit yet, so you did 9 points of damage. Alright, noted. And that it for you?
Yeah, that'll be everything.
Alright, copy that. So that was Ducks at 18. Vayor. Alright. Going for yellow. Is a miss. Okay, so let's see. That's going to be 25 points of damage. That's a lot of damage for one that only had 6 points left. So I'll let you tell me, how exactly did you kill that particular wolf? Or warg?
That one is literally nailed to the tree. The crossbow bolt split it fine and bumped into the tree next to him, and he's hanging there.
Alrighty then. You pretty much told him to stay put. Alright, so let's see. It's 17. You got anything else you want to do?
Nobody's trying to climb the tree, so I'm good.
Copy that. So with that, it's now she. It's on you. You got one left in front of you. It looks pretty rough. I live. 6 more takes away from that 1 point I had left. No, I do not live. Alright. Hit. 13 to red 2. Alright. And it's still standing. Not very well, but still standing. Alright, so it was you on a 16, so now it's their go. Oh, okay. Alright, that's a definite save for one of them. There's only 3 of them in there. Alright, so that's 2 saves. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Saved. Alright, so this one here saved. This one here saved. And this one here is orange. And he takes half of that. Alright. Oh, this one here did not save. There we go. Alright, so not liking that. Or the wolf, the warg is not liking the feeling he's getting staying there, so he moved. So 2 attacks on ducks. It's going to be a 19 and a 9. So, well, first with a 19, give me that strength save. Alright, that is just making it. You take 13 piercing, so we'll say 6 piercing. Second one's a miss. Let's see, what are you doing? Yep, he takes off. He's leaving his pack behind. He is too injured to continue the fight. So that leaves just the 2 that are left. And Brother May I, that is on you. What are you doing? Shield touch on orange. Go for it. That is a miss. Alright. Ducks, you get 8 points worth of healing. Alright, so that was May I. So Sergeant Rock, you whistled. It didn't come towards you. Not that you could see it in your position, whether it did or not. There's a lot of trees. Yes, well. Far away. That is green. And that is... Oh, nice. Exactly the amount of hit points green had left. So green is now down. Nope, there's still one standing. That'd be orange. 9 points of damage is exactly how many points he had left. Alright. And all the wargs are now deceased. And it's about midday when this happens, so what are y'all doing? Alright, so with that 20 survival, you don't catch any more signs of any other wargs other than the one that took off running. So you know one did get away. From your current position, it went pretty much the same direction as the knoll did, southwest. Because that's the only safe path it could think of. Let's see, give me a nature check. Okay, being that you're a ranger, you know that a warg's land speed is 50 feet basic movement. If he's going full out, that's 100 feet per round. Can you catch up with 100 feet per round?
Only if he's less than 1 round away, in which case I should see him from here.
You do not see him.
So that's a no.
Okay. Alright, so that's no. Alright. Alright, so you guys take your short rest. Yeah, he became kibble. Alright, so Who else is taking short? I see Sergeant Rock said he was taking one, but I'm not seeing any rolls. You didn't. I was gonna say you didn't need any. You're just restoring your. Did you even cast any spells? Thunderstep. Yeah. Okay. Leave it to a warlock to want to take short rest every 5 minutes. All right.
5 hours. You're right.
Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to move you guys up here out of the way for now.
Combat is a lie out of those combat veterans. Oh my God.
Well, the question is, do you believe you have enough room to carry said Wargmeat? You guys are pretty full up on stuff to carry.
We have currently one badly damaged work belt, which somebody said it was no, they didn't know use themselves. Yeah, somebody used the work belt to try to make clothes.
Yeah, Ducks did.
Yeah, that was two more. One badly damaged displaced feet belt. 20 days rations, displaced feet rations, 2 water skins. And on the other hand, we do have a bag of holding and a hell of a lot of fish there. Picked it up at the camp, one of the camps. You know what? No, I'm sorry. Others know about playing where we got a bag of holding. I do not know that. I am sorry. I was confused.
Okay, and bear traps pretty good size, so who's carrying those?
One of them. I might even carry 2 of them.
Alright, now did you say you're disposing of the meat you had previously?
It's combat right now.
Alright. Okay, so once you guys get done with your short rest and you give me a survival check on your butchering of the wargs. Ranger's keeping watch out. I don't think he was actually doing any survival.
I got my good berries. I'm willing to share. Not interested in rotten and maintaining rotten meat.
Okay.
I'm going to agree to disagree on the value part.
All right.
I will contribute my skills to the endeavor, the getting party.
And who's a tanner?
I'm a leather worker.
Still need a tanner. If the leather was tanned, you'd be able to work it, but somebody needs to tan it to be able to preserve it.
I know how to tan. The question is, my character know how. I think a leather worker would know how to
No, he knows how it got to him doesn't necessarily mean he knows how to actually do the act itself.
roll a survival check, and if you roll high, it's that.
Well, as of right now, you have, we'll say, 3 more pelts that are in decent condition. Let's see, we got Brother May, I did a 17 on his survival. You said you were assisting there, Vayor, so we'll say 5. We'll say you got half of them. In the amount of time that you took a short rest, you were able to get 5 of them done before you decided to move on. And let's see, Ducks, the survival for you is to attempt to start the tanning process. Alright, noted. Alright, are we moving on? Now, do you have any salt? The brains to tan it? Okay. I don't know how to tan personally, so I'll take your word for it. All right. Well, we'll just say with a little bit of teamwork, you guys are able to get the 5 of them tanned and ready to roll. Now, we using the same lineup that I've got sitting there. All right. So give me. Well, you guys are still on the trail, so just give me the perception checks. Then we won't go for the survival. Copy, first one. Alright, alright. Okay, I see it down there at the bottom. Vayor, do you want to throw a perception in here with him? Copy that. Alright. So making y'all's way. Let's see. Alright. So, moving right along, you guys get about, are we going fast pace, slow pace, stealth pace? What pace we taking, people?
I'd say that we go at a moderate or travel pace so that we can make a good time, but not too fast so that we don't make too much noise.
Alright, so you're trying to do it without any noise?
No, just not so much noise that you can hear it in the pirate camp.
Alright, well you do know, according to your map, the pirate camp is probably a full day's travel to the south from where you're at. Another 3 hours worth of travel. You do come to a split in your game trail that heads south, and one that heads more northeasterly. Which one are you taking? Pardon? I'm going to say it's probably about 4 o'clock. Because your wolf attack... Copy that. Your wolf attack was about midday. Alright, so let's see. You guys are able to make it the rest of the day without any kind of issue. Of course, you do periodically hear these horns in the distance. And just as the sun is starting to set, you do make your way to the edge of the river. where there is another long, rickety bridge crossing about a 200-foot river. Well, I don't know. Give me a perception check back there in the back and see if you see any knolls. No, you don't see any knolls. Alright, so like I said, the sun is going down. You're at the edge of the river. You are on the west bank. What would you like to do?
I want to look across the river and see if I see anything over there.
Alright. Do you have dark vision up to 120 feet?
I do not. I do.
And I believe Sergeant Rock's the only other one that does. So even looking out 120 feet, you can't actually see anything on the other side of the river. You do notice with your perception this bridge is not in the same good shape as the last one.
Oh, the last one was in good shape. Oh, wow.
Oh shit. This has been a real fun game, and I'm sorry that nobody is hearing a dang thing you all have been saying for the last hour. Alright, so...
Alright, so we're going to replay the last hour.
No.
Yeah.
So as a quick rehash for those that... my mistake for not turning on my player's sound. As they're traveling through the woods, they hear the horns that you guys were able to hear. Which means something's out there, something's grouping up. They were attacked by wargs. They were able to defeat the wargs. And now they're moving on to the bridge. So you just pretty much missed whatever combat encounter and conversation they had. One day I might actually get this right. Alright, so what are we doing?
So I relay to the team what I see and the fact that the bridge looks rather precarious, and I offer to travel across the bridge first, given how light I am, to see if it's traversable.
Sergeant Rock wants to try to do mending on the this end of the bridge connection to see if he can improve the at least the layment on this end.
Alright, what are you trying to mend?
The wherever the rope connects to the abutment of the bridge.
Okay. So you cast mending on the rope on your side of the bridge. It was a little frayed looking, but now it looks pretty decent. I mean, it looks like a strong, sturdy rope.
Yay me.
Now,
Perfect.
Ducks,
No, comes through.
you're going to make your way across now?
No. We want to get a scouting report, but I think we should camp on this side. And assault whatever's on the other side in the morning.
Yeah, I say we send the halfling across.
Yeah, he's expendable. I mean,
I might have a little easier job getting across without being seen, as I can become invisible in the dark. Invisible to dark vision.
oh yeah, that's right. Gloomstalker, he's perfect for this job.
Okay, so who's going to try to make their way across?
I'll flip the hobbit for it. Heads I go, tails he goes.
Ducks, are you going to allow that?
Roll a two-sided dice.
Ducks, are you can allow yourself to be flipped? You got acrobatics. You can land however you want.
All right, I do a flip, and I land tails up, obviously.
Okay. See you when you get back.
Alright, so, you think you're hidden.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna work my way across the bridge.
All right, so you get about, let's see, we'll say about 15 feet out. Give me a dexterity save.
Danger sense. The danger sense.
Okay, do so with advantage.
19.
All right, you go to step down and feel the board give way just as you hop up to the next one.
Okay.
You wish to continue?
Yeah, I'll make a mental note of that one.
All right.
Sarge can mend it as he goes by.
The people on shore give me a perception check. And let's see, you are currently about 90 feet in the air. Or 90 feet above the water.
Okay.
Alright, Brother May, you hear nothing. Veor, you do hear something snap, almost like somebody stepped on a twig. Are you watching him cross the bridge?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, you see something fall off underneath the bottom of the bridge as it looked like the board snapped in half and fell away.
Sergeant Rock is watching too. He should be able to follow him for 120 feet.
Sergeant Rock, give me a perception.
Cool. Normal roll.
And Sergeant Rock, you're watching him, but you're not paying enough attention to what's below him. You're just watching him. So, let's see. Give me... Alright, another 17 feet worth of movement. Give me another save.
Bam.
Okay. Same scenario. Alright, you get about halfway across the bridge now. Give me one more.
I don't know if we want to trust this bridge for anything heavier than a halfling.
My goodness. Are you going to continue going all the way across?
I mean, sure.
Alright, give me 3 more deck saves.
I can't see you anymore.
Danger sense came in very helpful for you.
Yeah.
You know of at least 5, 6, 7 or 8 places where boards have actually broke away due to being rotted.
Okay.
And that's just the one you stepped on.
Alright,
I
so
was
now you're
stepping on each one as I crossed. I was checking it for y'all.
Alright, so
Oh, is that what you've done?
you're on the other side of the bridge. Give me a perception.
Oops. 16. I'll take off advantage now.
Alright. You just see dense, dark jungle all around you.
Alright. I'm going to...
Do you have a light source?
I'm going to use my key to cast... make it so I can see in the dark.
Okay. Alright, and that gives you, what, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so 60 feet from the riverbank, you see nothing but trees. And there's also no path. It appears the game trail has ended once you get on the other side of the bridge.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Let me see something real quick.
He's going to split the party and make camp on the other side of the bridge.
Classic movie.
Alright. I'm going to...
Take cover, Sarge. Your imaginary friends are coming.
How far across is the bridge, you said?
About 200
Of the
feet.
river?
About 6 deck saves.
6 Texas, yeah. Alright, I'm going to put a note, very detailed, telling where all the creaky boards are. wrap it around an arrow shaft, and fire it back across the bridge to hit the post on the bridge by the other side.
Okay,
I
so
don't think you can see the other
roll
side.
me an attack with disadvantage. I just lost all sound. There it goes.
An 11.
Okay, give me a perception check, everybody.
So the sergeant is sitting on the other side, sharpening his rifle. Arrow comes into him. Message for you, sir.
Message for you, sir.
Okay, Ducks, give me yours.
Perception?
Yes. Digital dice are liking the hell out of you today.
The old cleric.
Makes up for the cleric. We balance each other out.
Alright, so you fire this arrow, and let's see, everybody but May I hears a splash or a bloop noise.
90 feet down.
We've got really good ears.
Well, you rolled halfway decent, but you do hear something
Okay.
splash in the water. After
So I hear my arrow miss,
You hear-
obviously my mark because it splashed.
right after you fire the arrow, you do hear it hit the water.
I want to try again.
All right. Disadvantage.
Now, question. This rope bridge, is the rope one long rope? So if I cast light on it, it would light all the way down?
Light's a point source.
Yeah, if I put light on the rope. If it's
Not a line source, it's a point source.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, you fire off the arrow. This time you do hear it hit wood. And you guys on the other side also hear an arrow thunk into wood.
And the wood column says, ow.
And the treant goes, why did you shoot that at me? Alright, so what are we all doing?
I'm going to try to find an arrow and fail, probably.
Okay, so let's
Yep.
see how far
If I can
across did
figure
the
out where
arrow
that
actually
arrow-
make it.
Across the tree.
Alright, so you investigate at the edge of the bridge. There you see nothing. You don't see an arrow sticking out of any boards. Neither does Sergeant Rock.
So did my second arrow, did it actually hit something this time since
Yes.
I adjusted my aim?
Yes, it actually hit something this time.
Yay!
We don't know what, but it hit something.
All right.
You heard
So
it- you
knowing
heard it
where
hit
all
wood.
the creaky boards are, can I just make it back across without having to save?
No.
Or do I check with advantage? Since I don't know, like, how do you want to? I guess I can go
You've
back.
already got advantage.
I know.
The next thing would be giving you advantage +2, and then after that, advantage +5.
No, nope. There's no more higher advantage than
that's
just
third
advantage.
edition.
So, I mean, you hear the arrow hit across on the other side. Do you want to do something else?
Well,
Told you he's going to split
know.
the party and make camp on the other side.
yeah, I don't want to make camp on the other side, so I'm gonna wait for 10 minutes. If no one comes across, given the instructions for my notes, I'm gonna cross back over.
Alright, so giving 10 minutes. What's everybody else on this side doing?
I'll cast light on my
Pretty
shield and point it out over the bridge just to see if anything lightens up.
Ow, you just killed my night vision.
You need to upgrade to the PBS 14s. They are going to find out.
Alright, so let's go ahead and do this.
I might as well go ahead and
Yeah.
try and traverse the
Don't hear.
try and traverse the thing,
The thing.
the bridge.
The Bridge of Doom.
All right, so let's.
I do have night vision, so I can see the boards.
The ones that have fallen into the water.
Yep, the ones that are not there.
That's some pretty good night vision.
Just as I'm walking, I've got 60 feet, so it's not like I'm going to suddenly walk on a thing
Yeah,
and go,
but you're 90 feet over the water. So you got to see 60 feet to see
I
those.
see what you're saying. No, the ones that are missing from the bridge.
Right. So you're not looking for the planks. You're looking for the gaps.
Oh!
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, so if you guys would take your characters that are on the west bank and place them over there.
Palestine?
And I don't see. Who do I not see?
Ducks?
Ducks, yes, I do not see ducks. So, ducks, if you'll put
Okay.
yourself on this side of the bridge.
See Sergeant Rock and Fritz. I don't see mine yet.
You're over here on the far right side. You need to get yourself over there.
Yeah, drag yourself over.
From the east to the west.
Alright, so somebody's going to attempt to go across now?
How long has it been?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to go across.
Alright, so.
I'll cast guidance on him for his first check.
Okay, copy
Good
that.
for one.
I do have night vision.
Alright, you do see a broken board in front of you.
I will not step into the gap.
Okay, so
I
you
think that's probably a smart thing.
step on the other side of the gap. You get about
He
3
makes his
steps
DC
further.
3 intelligence save.
Give me a dex save. Alright. You go to step on the, like I said, 3 steps away from the broken board. You go to step down and you feel that board soft under your feet. As if it's about to give way. But you.
I will step over that one.
Alright, so moving along.
Let me see something really quickly. Before I move beyond it. I will pull out, because I still have a pocket full of rocks, small pebbles that I picked up when we were in the temple. And I'm going to drop just a couple of pebbles on the board and yell back, I'm marking soft boards.
Alright, does anybody hear him?
This is no time to take a whiz. She.
Okay, it's pretty easy though.
I heard him, yeah.
Alright. So,
Finally, I hear
moving
that.
along.
Continue moving along. I'm trying to, I don't know what 3 boards is, but
That's fine.
I'm moving. Okay.
You move on, you find the other board that's broke loose. You get about halfway across the bridge. And
Okay.
give me another save. Okay, this time your foot goes through a board, but you're able to catch yourself on the ropes before you actually lose your footing.
How far away is he from me now?
He's about halfway across, so to about 100 feet.
Okay.
Alright, so moving along once more, you do see another broke board, and just past that board, you see an arrow sticking out of the ground. Out of the boards of the... right about here.
I'm going to go ahead and pull the arrow out.
There's a note attached to that arrow.
What does the note say?
It details where all of the soft boards are so that you know where to
It says,
step.
do not remove this arrow from the bridge.
All right, so it shows you the boards that broke on him as he was walking through. So now you get to make your next 2 deck saves with advantage.
Okay, you want me to go ahead and make them both now?
Yeah, go ahead. All right. You find 2 more soft ones that were not actually on his list because they were near some of the ones that he did mark. So you're able to drop your pebbles on those and move your way across.
All right.
So,
I am on the other side.
With that, who's next?
I think we should send the cleric across next.
Well, that's what I
Wait,
was-
just to wait test the bridge. Make sure it's safe for everybody else.
That's what I was thinking.
Still have a rope, right?
Do you have like maybe 5 foot worth of rope? Anybody? Who had the rope?
Does anybody?
I don't think I have any left.
The pirates have all my rope.
Okay. We don't have our adventure packs, do we? From the ship.
Nope.
All right.
Well, we had rope that we were using to rappel on that cliff that we did in the middle of the night a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Somebody had that.
somebody else.
That or they left it there at the cliff.
No,
I
we
would
would
never
pull
have
that
done
up.
I don't know. Did somebody say they pulled it up?
I did right after I shot Brother May I. I said I was gonna grab it.
So, with that, Dux has the rope on the other side of the bridge.
Okay. I'm going to look in this tree line here, see if there's any strong vines or anything I can make makeshift rope for a kind of safety line to wrap up on along the rope.
Okay, go ahead and give me a check.
Which one? Survival?
Survival. Alright, you're able to find soft enough rope. Now, give me a nature check. Ooh, what happened?
Sorry, I pulled my
Okay.
cable.
So, Brother, may I give me a nature check? Alright, so you reach up to grab this vine that's on the side of the tree, and you notice it kind of looks a little furry. Not actual fur, but it's got little tendrils sticking off of it. And just before you go to grab it, you realize, well, I might not want to use that vine, because that vine is poison ivy. But you do find a vine that is not poison ivy, and you're able to use it as needed.
Okay. Going to tie one end around me, the other end around the top rope, and slide it as I walk across. Once it's taut, untie it, tie it on the next ring, and walk it across type deal.
Alright, so give me... Go ahead and start walking.
Okay. Boom.
Go ahead and
Well,
give
I
me
cast guidance for
a...
his first one.
Alright, give me a dex save.
All right.
Guidance doesn't help saving throws.
No, it doesn't. Okay, you're right about here,
Okay.
and both
I have-
boards underneath your feet snap away.
Okay.
With that, the vine, of course, is holding you, but you're now dangling under the bridge by about 1.5 feet, I guess. Oh, you said 5 feet of that, right?
Well, how? Yeah, because it'd be what, about 2 feet around my waist, and then
But you
So
need
give me
enough
about-
to be able to move and slide it and what have you.
yeah.
So you're now dangling below the bridge by your waist, about 1.5 feet down.
All right.
You guys notice the rope on the right side of the bridge is now sagging a little, as if something is pulling on it. Those on this side of the shore, which are the two that can see dark vision up to so far, sees that Brother May Ice fallen through the bridge, but has not fallen to the water.
Bear concludes that the bridge is not safe for the rest of the party.
Alright, takes you a little while, but you are able to crawl yourself up onto the rope bridge.
Okay. I will proceed slowly. I do have light on my shield, so all the boards are missing, I believe. And prior to stepping over what previous platform that I'm secure on, I'll stretch over and kind of push down a little bit with my foot, see how it reacts before crossing over.
Alright.
And keep doing the same thing with the vine. So, how far next?
Give me another dex save with advantage this time.
Alright. Advantage. Oh, dex save. Oh, shit.
Wow. This is
Okay.
looking bad.
So, good thing you've got your safety line. Once again, floorboards break out from underneath you, and you're hanging.
Oh, that was supposed to be normal.
13's fine. Takes you a little while. You get yourself back up. It takes you, let's see, give me one more. And we'll say you got to right about here. Alright. This time the board breaks through, but you don't fall through.
Okay.
You make it the rest of the way across. You are exhausted. It took you about half an hour to cross it.
Okay.
Now, who's next?
Sarge's going to venture out to here.
What was that, Sarge?
Sarge is going to venture out, roll a natural one, fall 90 feet to his doom.
Did you make any preparations like anybody else? And you've got your vision?
I do have the vision, and I'm watching for broken boards and seeing where good steps were taken.
Okay, so give me a moment.
But I rolled a natural one, which I was certain to do. Unless I get advantage on that roll because I'm, have taken the advice from people who've moved out this far before me.
You should have gave yourself guidance, Rock.
I
Yeah,
don't know if that
natural
would've helped
one
you.
would have been much better with the guidance.
What about your thunderstep?
That was my thinking. I was going to get out to about here. I was going to invite the ranger to come out here, and if Bayer comes out, I can thunderstep both of us to here, and then I can thunderstep the rest of the way. So I only had to make one save.
Entire bridge.
But of course, it'll probably a little bit hard on the bridge, but it says it only damages creatures.
Yeah, it'll damage stuff around you too, like a rickety old bridge. But you're about halfway across the bridge when you find a board that apparently nobody else has found yet. It snaps underneath your feet and you are starting to fall. What would you like to do?
Well, of course, I'm going to try to athletics to grab onto the rope.
Okay. Go ahead. All right.
And it wasn't a natural one, much to my surprise.
Yep. So you are now hanging at the bottom of the rope by one hand, and you're grabbing a hold of one of the ropes that the board fell away from.
All right, and that's enough for me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, just short. So hang in there. I don't like this, so I'll go ahead and cast my powerful spell. get 90 feet down the bridge, which is right about here, like standing, and I try to appear where I'm grabbing onto a rope there.
Okay, so you're hanging on the bottom of this rope, the bottom of this bridge. You
So I
cast.
should be, when I teleport, I'm going to try to be on top of the bridge.
Okay, well, I'm saying you're going to thunderstep from the bottom of the bridge to the top of the bridge.
Yeah.
Roll me 3d10 points of thunder damage, please.
Sarge just destroyed
Oh,
the
low.
bridge to cross.
I guess you're swimming, Vayer.
Okay, so you look out there, you see Sarge hanging from the bottom of the bridge, and he casts Thunderstep right where he's at. Let's see.
Sounds like something Sarge would do.
Alright, so we're going to give it a 50% chance.
Odd or even? The odds are against us. Even is good.
Okay, so we'll go low 50, it stays put, high 50, it breaks apart. Alright, so give me a dex save there, Sergeant Rock. Okay, so you cast Thunderstep, and you land where you come out of your Thunderstep where you wanted to, but the bridge itself seems to be falling out from under your feet. You go to reach out to grab a hold of the rope as the bridge falls limply against the side of the cliff face. You're falling once again. Is there something you can do?
Again, I'm going to try to grab the rope. I tried to posture myself to be able to do so.
I'm going to try to lasso him and tie him off to the post.
Alright. Sergeant Rock, you're unable to grab the rope.
Right.
Dux, if you're going to try to lasso him, go for it.
What do you want me to? What skill check do you want me to do to use the lasso?
Try to hit his armor class.
Okay, so just improvised attack.
Yes.
You're not proficient with the lasso?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, that sucks.
I'm not a cowboy. I'm a monk. Sorry, I don't have an unproficient attack built. Let me build one real quick.
Roll a d20 and add your dex.
I guess I could do that, yeah. Let's just roll a d20. So, a 17 to hit.
Does 17 hit your AC there, Sergeant Rock?
It does. My AC is 15.
Okay, so as you're reaching for the rope, you just miss it. So as you see yourself falling, this rope comes out of nowhere, latches around your wrist, and is pulled tight. You're now hanging in the air. Where are we at on the bridge when you did that? About 15 feet down from the edge. Now, Dux, you're the only one holding on to it?
I'm gonna yell to she and Brother May I to grab onto, but I also wrapped it around the post, the bridge post.
That's right, you did. So let's see if the bridge post can hold out. It starts to snap, but it's not broken all the way off yet. Brother May I grabs hold of the rope before it breaks the post. So you guys, whoever's pulling him up, give me a strength check once more and see if you can get him up.
Is that all of us holding on to this rope that are trying
Why
to
is
pull it up
Dux
right
doing
now?
the
Yes,
check?
if you're assisting, yeah.
Yeah, Dux should be assisting somebody else.
All right, Sergeant Rock, are you going to try to help them by trying to pull yourself up?
Yeah, he climbs up the ropes. This is his training, right? 10th Mountain Division told him how to climb Point du Hoc.
Okay, give me a
I'll
roll.
cast guidance on myself real quick before I climb up.
Now you gotta climb point, do more.
All right, so it takes you a little while, but they're able to get you on the other side. You are completely exhausted. You suffer from 1 point of exhaustion. Now, there is no bridge, and Vayor is stuck on the other side.
I noticed that too. I told you that bridge wasn't safe.
All right. So 4 of us are on this side, and 1 of us is on the other.
What?
How much total rope have you got hanging down that you can pull up and use?
Rope snapped in the middle, so we got about 90 feet of rope.
Well, is there rope on each side or only one rope?
The bridge has ropes going down both sides. It's in the water.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, we're going to immediately start pulling the rope in.
All right.
Well, you have rope in the party. How about that? How about on this side? Can I get a hold of some rope on this side?
You have what used to be the handholds on both sides. It's going to be about 100 feet each. And then if you really want to take the boards off the actual other ropes, and you'll have 100 foot each there too.
So 400 feet of rope on each side.
While we're figuring out how else to get across. I can't swim it. My strength score is too low. I will sink with all the stuff I'm carrying. I can barely carry it walking, let alone swimming.
All right, I want to do a survival check and look at the trees around us and see how tall they are.
All right. No need to roll. They're
Okay, good.
ranging different sizes from 15 feet tall to even taller.
Okay, and are any of them do they look pretty sturdy? Do any of them have branches that are going out across the river?
There's a few branches going out across the river, but they're not going out far enough to reach 200 feet.
No, yeah, but are any of them pretty sturdy, like say 10, 15, 20 feet out across the river, give us a little extra purchase?
Yeah, you find a few.
All right.
That go about 15 feet out and that are good and thick.
Can anyone get a message to Vayer? Does anyone have any magical or physical means to get a message across the river?
Sarge can holler. He's got a good set of lungs.
All right. What do you say, Sarge?
It only goes 120 feet,
Ooh.
so can't get it to him.
All right. So what are we all doing?
All right.
Very slippery rope.
Do you know Morse code, Vayer?
Yeah, we can blink a light spell.
Yeah, what does
Particular talk when Sarge taught us about Morse code.
Was that one of those
never
briefs
did.
that he
There
taught
was
us
never
Morse
a
code in?
conversation that had Morse code in it. We've heard about grenades and how to properly throw grenades. We've heard about the invasion of some sort of harbor. We've heard about the proper way of doing something with these things called mines if we step on them. We've heard about a bunch of different things, but nothing about communication.
Our leader has failed us.
Yes, we've also learned how to parachute out of something called a plane.
And you learn how to proper handling of classified materials just this morning.
It's true.
Yes.
But no Morse code. Probably some basic Army hand jive, and then how to basically communicate about sighting forces. I teach you the salute report. But I don't have any other ideas for getting a guy across there other than maybe if we tie the 2 bits of rope together and
I had a plan with another character, but it required equipment that we definitely don't have available.
All right. So what is our plans, people?
We
Here,
could
since we
make
can
a
tie the ends of the rope
catapult
together.
Catapult?
and throw
I
a
think we
boulder
can
that's
make
got a
a
rope
catapult
tied to it
tonight.
across.
Nothing can go wrong with that.
We tie
I say
the
that we camp and see what we can see tomorrow.
So we are going to split the party.
we have to.
I mean, what else can we do? You can't swim.
Not something like that. That looks a little too wide. Yeah.
And in the dark, we can't really see you enough to communicate anything to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna collect rope and then use some of it to and the two bear traps I'm carrying. I'm gonna set them around a tree, climb the tree, and sleep in the tree.
Tie yourself to the tree.
Okay, so you guys are going to make camp.
Long rest here.
Alrighty.
All right.
So let's see. On the east bank, who's doing what?
Sergeant's going to go right to bed so that he can be there on last watch.
I can take a watch.
Okay. Whoever's taking watch, tell me what watch you're taking and roll me perception.
She, do you want first? Or do you want me to take first?
I guess I can go ahead and take first. Normally, Vader's eager to take first, but I guess.
Well, he's taking all 3 shifts today.
Yeah, I know. All right. All right, so I'll go ahead and roll perception.
All right.
And that'll be for first.
That's for first.
And I got second watch.
Okay, second. And then Sergeant Rock, they wake you up for third watch.
I don't go to sleep immediately. How about that?
Or, Brother May, do you want to take second watch and I'll take third with Sergeant Rock so I can ask him about any kind of interesting ways of communication that he has in his world?
Oh, brother.
Here.
Are we hearing a mosquito reconnaissance aircraft again?
Mosquito reconnaissance.
So I got you guys' perception checks for your watch. Are you going to try to get some rest, or are you going to stay awake the entire time?
I'm afraid that foregoing any rest whatsoever would give me a point of exhaustion. He doesn't want to do that, but he's gonna stay awake for a while anyway, in case looking for signs from the other side that they've left him as he expects.
Okay, do you guys make a fire on your side or no?
I was going to ask the cleric if we could cast light so that we could at least have a beacon for Vayer to see. Like on
And
a
of
stone or
course we're
something
gonna
and
make
put it
a
up in a
fire.
tree.
Of course,
All right.
we're going to make a fire, so we will make a fire, so he'll have that sight.
All right, so
At least he knows we didn't leave.
Vayer, for the first 4 hours of your evening in that tree, if that's how long you're going to stay up, give me a perception.
All right.
Okay, perception is noted. And with that, we are going to take a bit of a 15-minute for bathroom breaks or drinks or smokes or whatever. So we
Okay.
will be back with you momentarily.
All right.
And we are back. So, as a quick recap, most of our party has made their way across the 200 foot worth of this river, leaving our ranger on the other side, who has tied himself off to a tree for the evening. Now, I believe we had our watches set up. She took first, and Sergeant Rock took last. Did you guys finally make a decision on whether Brother May-I was taking second and leaving Ducks to take last with Rock?
Yeah, I got second.
Alright, so let's see.
Did you do a perception roll, Brother May I?
Yes, they did.
Yes, 14.
Oh, here it is.
Unless I can get a better one.
Did
Then
the
no.
same thing as Sergeant Rock.
Okay, so Vayer, just before the end of your night, I need you to roll me a stealth check if we're up there on the tree.
See if you're snoring.
That's what I was going to say. An anti-snore check, you mean?
No, just a stealth. I'm sure you're wanting to stay pretty well hidden, even though you're up there. Alright, so you think you're hidden?
I'm the master of hiddenness in trees.
Alright, so...
Wait, is jungle your favorite terrain?
No.
I'm joking.
Actually, I think at this point in time, jungle's probably his least favorite terrain.
Yeah.
Alright,
If I never see the jungle again, it'll be too soon.
you do hear when your traps go off down below the bottom of the tree.
Well, obviously, I'm going to pull my hand crossbow out slowly and cautiously and try to get a bead on whatever it is that set it off.
Alright. As you look down, you notice there is more than one thing down there. Looks like a gnoll got his legs stuck in your trap, and there are several other gnolls around there.
Lovely.
Approximately, how many are there?
You're asking me? There's one.
Yes, there is. There's one in the trap, and approximately 10 others mulling around, looking at the fact that there is no bridge where they thought there was supposed to be a bridge.
Just be thankful that they're currently not wondering why there's a trap at the base of a tree.
What's the intelligence of a gnoll?
Well, it's a 6.
11.
It's a
Average
6.
This was while Rock is on watch, so he's kind of looking across the river and looking around his area. So if the gnolls need any light, he'll notice if they have torches or something.
They don't have any light.
Do the gnolls see our fire?
They do. They are looking across, and they see that little flickering of light over there, but there's no way for them to get across. So they mull
So we're
around.
okay.
They mull around for a little bit, Vayer. Is there anything particular other than looking and seeing exactly how many there are?
Yeah, if seeing that many, I'm gonna try to not alert them of my presence.
All right.
He's actively not snoring.
I am holding an action to shoot one should one try to climb the tree after me, but failing that, I'm holding still.
All right. Other than paying attention to get the gnoll out of the trap that's at the base of the tree, none of them seem to be looking in your direction. After about an hour's worth of them mulling around down there, let's see. How many traps did you lay out?
2. All I had.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Wait a minute. No, I couldn't carry 2. I only had 1.
All right, so it's just the one.
2 would have exceeded my encumbrance. I checked.
So after about an hour, they seem to make their way towards the north.
So noted.
They're going for
Now-
the ford.
Let's see. You had first watch.
Yes.
And you rolled really high on your perception check.
Yes, 21, I believe.
Alright, so. You hear a bunch of this on the other side of the river.
Oh, those damn dirty apes again.
No, these are gnolls.
Oh, okay. Oh, on the other side of the river. Okay, gotcha.
And then, of course, you also hear. Nope, that's not quite right. But you hear. You might not have heard the trap, not from this distance. But you do hear a lot of yipping and yapping of gnolls on the other side of the river. But you don't hear any combat. And after about an hour or so, the sounds start to fade away as they start moving away. Let's see. Second watch was Brother May I. Brother May I, your watch seems to go uneventful.
All right.
I will have told him about the noises that I heard on the other side as we changed watches.
Okay.
Did you give him your sector sketch?
I don't know what a sector sketch is.
Oh, you do.
We didn't
You
use
do
those.
briefings every morning. One of them was
I
about
didn't necessarily.
Pay attention.
rating cards.
I will say that I was like a private in the Army for the first time going through basic training. You know, you learn more in the field than you do. So they didn't teach me that at the monastery. So I have no idea what a sector sketch is.
Well, you've seen one demonstrated by the Sarge. He taught a sector sketch and range card session during one of his inspiring leader speeches.
All I really remember is that every night I've had to keep watch with the Sarge because he keeps falling asleep.
This
All
time,
right. So once you wake Brother May I up and you pass on the information about the noise from the other side of the river, you go to sleep. Brother May I, you seem to have an uneventful night, other than the fact that she does not seem to sleep very soundly.
Okay.
You're having flashes in your mind of a dark-haired woman. It seems to be more predominant because your mind is on that, but you're not getting any more details than just the flashes of her face and so forth, like you've had previously. Your memory, matter of fact, in these dreams, since your mind is so set on what the windmill and the possibility of answers, you're not even dreaming about the guy you're looking for. Just
right. I got you. Yep.
All right, Brother.
I understand.
After your watch is done, you wake up the next one in line.
Yep, and I let them know, hey, there were no gnolls across during the first watch.
All right. You guys are informed of the gnolls on the other side. What do you?
Well, we got our rest in, so I'm no longer have a level of exhaustion.
No, you no longer have a level of exhaustion.
Right. And I try scanning across, but I can't see all the way across the river.
Plus, they are not carrying any torches due to their night vision, so you don't see any indication of where they may be or may have headed off to. And you guys' watch seems to go uneventful. As the sun starts to rise, you guys pack up your stuff.
Yep, break camp.
Alright, so let's see.
I give everybody a briefing on water safety rules for people coming out of landing craft at the beach. 9, 10 hit points.
Yeah, I'm going to request that the next time Sarge gives us some type of training, briefing, something, that he talk about alternate ways of communicating in case we get separated.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. 1, 2. I need Sergeant Rock, She, Ducks, and Brother May I to roll a d6.
Okay.
Ooh. Both in spectrum.
Between the two of us, we covered the extremes. Yeah.
There you go.
And then Sergeant Rock split us.
So we got
So
1,
pendulum
2,
summon, let's do it.
Almost on par for average.
Alright, so Brother May I.
Of course. How much damage do I take?
Well, that depends. 10 doesn't hit you, does it?
Danger.
Nope.
Danger.
As you're rolling up your sleeping mat, something decided to crawl up in there while Sergeant Rock and Ducks weren't looking, and found a nice little warm spot in the bottom of your bag to sleep, or bottom of your bedroll to sleep.
Oh, okay.
It
was
is
spider.
nice and flashy green in color and about 4 foot long.
4 feet.
A
Man.
snake. Okay.
And it went to strike at you but missed.
Okay. Is it still in the
Oh yeah, it's
roll?
it's still sitting there. It got its head up, ready to strike again. Its fangs are bared.
I will try to close it, the sleeping roll, and start smashing it from the outside.
All right. So let's see. Everybody's rolling to hit it for you. It doesn't take long. Just one good thunk against a tree, and it doesn't seem to be wiggling around anymore.
All right.
Fling it into the river so we can watch the quippers attack.
All right. Yeah. Toss it in the river.
All right. So you toss it in, falls about 90 feet, hits with a splash. Are you guys watching to see if anything attacks it?
Oh, yeah. I'm watching to see if we see splashes of little quipper mites.
11.
All right. We'll say yeah. You see something under the water grabs a hold of it, and you see a little bit of blood come to the surface.
All right. I'm nixing my plan with the swimming out and then jumping. Anyway, water walk gets everybody, so we can all just walk across, go pick up our brother, and come back.
Why
No,
didn't we
I
do
think we
that
should-
in the first place?
Because I
Just
didn't have the spell ready.
curious. Ah,
I had to talk to my god this morning and swap spells out.
gotcha.
Well, and also, it's 90 feet up this cliff. Maybe we should leave people at the top to help you guys climb back up when you get here.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I have to go because I have to cast it again for Veil. So,
Okay. So who's doing what?
So the rope
actually
we pulled
wouldn't-
up, that bridge, is
No.
so did we actually pull it up or did we leave it down?
You guys said you pulled the ropes parts up.
Yeah, we pulled the ropes up and broke all the planks off.
Well,
We
I
have
mean,
So did we just pull up the handrails and we left the bridge where it was?
what you guys told me was you pulled up the handrails. Nobody actually specified they pulled up the actual base of it and pulled the board.
I'm
off.
good with pulling up the handrails. Let's just leave the board part there because then they have a ladder-esque thing that can help them climb up the cliff on the way back.
true.
Yep, and we can save a third level slot if I walk across with or without Brother May I, then we should probably have 2 people. We only have to walk the ranger out 20 feet into the water, and then I can thunderstep twice to the other side, and then I can take a long rest and get my spells back.
Well, if you take a long rest, he can take a long rest and get his spells
Not a long
back.
rest, a short rest. I get my spell back.
I can geyser you 30 feet out.
Oh,
just the 90-foot drop afterwards would be the issue.
You just got to time your thunder. You just got to time your thunder step right. I mean, that's all.
That's right.
I can geyser you 30 feet out. and
Because
then you
Sarge is so incredibly proficient at timing.
All right, so what plan are we using, folks?
Well, I will go down. Did you want to use your thunder steps a couple times to get back?
Of course,
I can
let's
only
alert
bring
all
one
the
person.
adults in the county that we're here.
So,
Let's do it.
the thing with my plan is I would want to go across alone, so I can only thunderstep with one other person. So it's either we walk all the way across and then you cast again, or I just go across by myself, carry Bayor 20 feet out into the water, and then thunderstep a couple times.
What's
Are
your
you strong
strength,
enough?
Sarge?
What's what?
What is your strength?
10.
So you think you can carry an extra body plus 115 pounds of gear?
Not for long.
That's what I'm betting too. Not sure I like that plan.
I only have to carry you for 20 feet.
Yeah, but if
Oh.
you drop me in water, and I don't like my chances.
All right.
Not that I'm there to participate in this discussion anyway.
Right. So,
Y'all are gonna do what y'all are gonna do. I'm just waiting.
Okay, so
So I'll cast Water Walk. Whoever wants to join me will get it as well. And then I'll start running across.
all right.
Okay,
And I'm
so-
going
I'll
with
stay
you.
behind in case people need assistance pulling things up. Not that my strength is the greatest.
okay, so
All right.
give me
I'll
Next-
stay
a,
back
well,
too.
give me an
Yeah.
athletics for the two who are going down.
I don't like the way you put that.
I'm going to do a little bit of extra. I cast guidance on May I while he goes down. You can add that to his athletics check, and then I go down and I add it to mine.
11 plus. So 14.
All right. Sergeant Rock. Now, have you already cast Water Walking?
I was going to wait till I get down to the edge before we hit the river to cast it.
All right, Sergeant Rock,
Because-
you
Well,
do.
keep in mind that
All
if you
under
do
the
that,
Is there a bank
guidance.
on the bottom?
No.
We're climbing down the.
Oh,
we're
So
climbing
it
down
lasts
the
a
bank.
whole hour. You might as well cast it before we even descend.
Okay.
So it can be, it's like you're lowering onto the ground.
Yeah, but if you fall 90 feet, you don't get the benefit of falling into water. You fall into concrete.
well, you know, you
That
solve
falling
that by going head
oh,
first.
90 there's not a hell of a lot of difference. I'll tell you that.
Just go head
That might be
first,
true,
and
but
that way,
We're not going to
if you
fall right
fail
away.
your athletics, you're diving into the water, and your feet will stop you from going all the way in because it's just water walk, just on the feet, the bottom of your feet.
But falling 90 feet in the water is still pretty hard. All
I
right.
don't think
You know,
either of
cliff
us will, though.
divers, cliff divers.
Okay, so have we decided that that water walk was done prior to climbing down?
Sure.
Yeah, since there's nothing to stand on down there, we do that.
Sergeant Rock, roll me a dex save.
You know I can't roll deck saves. Can't roll any saves.
All right. Roll it one more time.
That's me trying to dexterously save him. Dexterously save him.
All right. If that's your attempt to dexterously save him, explain exactly how would you go about doing that? Seeing as how he's falling below you.
He's going to dexterously
Since
over
the
the rock to grab a
since
rope.
the ropes, yeah, since the ropes are actually still hanging there down, I am with as much athletic nature that I have, whipping the rope so that it wraps around him as he is falling. It's like a lasso. I'm doing
Okay.
a lasso on him so that it.
So we'll do this. Give me a athletics check then, I suppose. Sergeant Rock, as you're falling, because your hand slips off the first board you get your grab a hold to, you fall about 10 feet. You go to grab the rope as you're falling to try to stop yourself, and it starts to whip around in a circle, so you're unable to grab a hold of it, but it's able to wrap around you. Now you're hanging upside down, tangled up in this rope.
That's the extent of my saving of you. Get yourself out of this.
So then I have to do a self-rescue action using some additional bits of rope to loop around the rope that I already have so I can get out of the tangled part there, and then I start climbing down the rope again.
So how would you like to become untangled? You want to
I
try to
have to
break
do an
free?
acrobatic.
Okay.
What's that?
I said, did you want to break free or wiggle your way free?
I have to wiggle my way free.
All right, give me an acrobatics.
I'll give myself some guidance before I try the acrobatics thing. It
right.
won't help, but I got to do what I can.
I think you need to check your dex dice algorithm
Well, you know it's
in
all
the
dice,
game.
right? You notice that these dice have been rolling very, very low numbers consistently for me on all of these checks, starting with the nat 1.
I
So-
blame Todd for this, seeing how he's rolled 3 20s in dex saves in a matter of just a few seconds. I think he took all your luck.
No, this is normal luck for me. This is what I expect.
All right, you squirm and you wiggle, and the ropes just seem to get tighter.
Halflings have all the luck.
All right, then I
We do.
pull my bayonet and I cut the rope.
I will try to catch him.
All right. Give me an acrobatics, both of you.
Hey, that's some nice acrobatics that you got right there.
That's right.
So, Brother May I reaches out to grab a hold of you to try to keep you from falling once you've cut this rope. But you were able to get close enough to the boards to grab a hold of them as you cut the rope free. So, gentlemen, that 100-foot rope you had on the right-hand side is now only 30 foot long. As the other 70 feet worth of it fall down into the river.
Along with Sergeant Rock.
No, Sergeant Rock was able to grab a hold of one of the boards before it went too far. Now, gentlemen, would you like to continue climbing down?
So we still have at least one rope, right, from the other side of the bridge. We still have,
and of course the board bridge, whatever, bottom part of the bridge itself. All right, so gentlemen, give me an athletics to finish the climb to the water.
Cast another guidance on Mark's character before he goes down.
Okay, Brother May I go ahead and roll that D4 for the guidance.
I'll be right back.
Give me a dex save.
Save high. Oh,
I think he wanted you to aim higher than that.
No, see,
His
this game
dice are as bad as mine.
has something against casters in general, so
All right, Sergeant Rock, I didn't get your athletics.
After I cast it on him, and he goes down a little bit, I cast guidance on
Well,
myself.
he goes down.
But that's nothing.
Oh,
I
Use
just
halfling luck and re-roll that 1.
straight down there and try to go and hit head first so that I'm killed instantly.
Use your halfling luck to re-roll that 1.
He's not a halfling.
If I had a halfling luck.
okay, gentlemen.
Our effort was a complete fail. On the bright side, we had the water walk on us already, so we don't go into the water.
Oh no! You hit the water. You take 24 points of bludgeoning damage as you smack the water as if you landed on solid concrete.
Good thing the cleric went down.
9 and 15, 23 left.
You should have raged before you.
Yeah, that's the recommendation from the barbarian.
The halfling barbarian is using all of his traits.
You said 22?
No.
He gave us 24 damage.
Yes, 24 damage.
Okay, so minus 9 is 15.
Yeah, technically, I think that your bad rolls gave you that damage. He just had to, be the one that communicated the consequences, the
Yeah.
results.
All right. So
Good thing is it's not a concentration spell, so.
you guys are at the bottom. You're on top of the water.
Yeah, that hurt.
Dust myself off. Not that there's any dust on the water. Start running across.
All right.
Yeah.
So you make your way across.
Double dash.
All right. So takes you, of course, several rounds to get 200 feet across. You make your way to the bottom of the other side of the river.
I cast message on Bayer telling him to tie off the rope and lower it down to us. We'll climb up.
Vayor,
No, he'll climb down.
as you're sitting in your tree wondering what's going to happen, you get this voice of Sergeant Rock saying, "Hey, lower the rope and climb down here to the water."
That sounds like something Sergeant Rock would say.
Is that what you say? Because you can respond to that message. And I have a pause in sound for some reason. Yep, no sound at all. Okay. Pardon the delay. Apparently my Skype just froze up. So let me reboot it. Alright, should be loading back in
I'd say
now.
we're standing on the top of the water down at the bottom of the cliff.
I sent an invite. I
You
didn't
lower
know if you got
yourself
it or not.
down, we can run back across the water.
So now Sarge thinks he can walk on water. This I got to see.
Can
So-
you hear us, Dan?
Yes, I got you back now. With your 18 perception, you do catch glimpses of what look like two people falling from the other side. Being that it is 200 feet away,
Did I see him run across toward me?
from your angle, are you still sitting in the tree?
I was. Yes.
All right. When you saw them fall, did you go to the edge of the cliff to watch what happened in the water?
No, I would have stayed where I'm at. There's knolls about.
Okay, so no, you didn't see them run across the water. As far as your vision is concerned, you saw them hit the water, didn't go into
All right,
it.
well,
I would say you did
Sarge-
see them run the first part of it.
All right, so Sergeant. So if I saw them coming my way, then yes, I would have climbed down to meet them, and be peering over the edge of the cliff when Sarge called me on his walkie-talkie. And he wants me to tie off a rope and dangle it down so they can climb up. And
Yeah.
that sounds good for people with who are proficient in athletics.
Now, there's no reason for us to climb up. You might as well just climb down the rope.
Really? Who's going to catch me?
We'll be down
Why
here.
don't you take the other rope or on the other side and make a harness and propel yourself down, nice and slowly.
DM, is that something my character would know how to do? He might.
Yeah, because you guys have already done something similar to that when you were coming up the
Is
other.
that going to give me any better odds of getting down safe?
I'll give you advantage on your athletics on the way down.
All right. Sounds complicated. Advantage. How many do I need to make?
2.
1, 2.
You didn't need advantage at all.
Nope, you didn't need it. You were able to
Yeah.
climb down, and you're dangling
Yeah.
up above the water right now.
We
And
spent
I
half
will
the night
recast
climbing that
water
cliff
walk.
a few days ago.
Is there any way I can take this rope with me, or do I have to leave it behind?
Well, let's see. Did you... It's still tied off up there, or did you tie it off yourself?
This is the rope that I retrieved. I spent part of the night retrieving from my end of the rope bridge so that we would have rope in times to come. I kind of want to keep it if I can, but if it's a choice between safely getting down and keeping the rope, I'll safely get down.
I'm going to say, since you did take the time the night before to pull the rope up, that you're able to tie it in a certain way that you can pull it loose when you get down.
All right.
So you have yourself 100-foot of rope. Well, yeah, we'll say you have 100-foot of rope. You actually say you can have 200-foot of rope because there's 2 ropes that you could have pulled.
Okay.
So, yeah, given the methods I've trained you, you would know to just loop the rope so that both ends hang all the way down and then climb down both ropes. And then when we get down, you just pull on one side and get the whole rope. So we have 200 feet of rope.
Sure, Sarge. It's all due to your training. That's that'll let happen.
Walkie-talkie's a cantrip. I can talk you through it.
Yeah. Of course you can. All right. So I now have 2 100-foot ropes that I'm adding to my already overloaded
I can
Inventory.
carry one.
inventory.
All right, so he's cast water walking on you.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to, do you? We can probably, between the two of us, just put him on our shoulder and then run across.
Yes,
Well, you're
with
a
both
dwarf.
of your strength saves that you've been doing, that would be an awesome plan.
The dwarf makes it a little harder, too, because it's going to be lopsided.
Yeah, no.
Anyhow, so he already cast water walk. I'm going to walk across. I've got these 2 extra ropes I'm carrying. I might be a little slow, but I'll get there.
All right,
Sarge is willing to carry one of those ropes so you don't have to deal with the weight.
That's mighty generous of you, Sarge. I'll let you do that.
Sarge may even show you how to roll up the way he did when he was in the service.
Yeah.
He might. My question is, what's our plan for getting up the other side?
we have a rope to climb up.
The one you cut and
Yeah,
fell
the
down?
other side. That's the other side.
Yeah, on the other side. I saw you fall down from my perch in the tree. Are you going to fall back up? How's that going to work? Just wondering.
Well, we use the other rope to climb up. I only fell because Rock cut the rope.
But the rope is cut.
So the rope that you climbed down on the other side, Sergeant Rock cut it.
Yes,
So that leaves you how many ropes on the other side to climb back up?
just the one.
There was
So-
2 ropes. He only
Yeah.
cut one of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we were doing the ropes that
And
were
of course,
the
there
rails
is
for the thing.
base of the rope
and
bridge
we-
has got the boards on it you can use as well.
Yeah, we planned to climb up the rope bridge planks like a ladder.
What's that? How many athletic checks am I going to have to make, and do I get them at advantage?
We'll see. You guys tell me how you're going to try to climb up.
I'm going to do like I did for crossing it. Grab my little safety line and use the bridge planks to climb up and safety hook myself in.
I have another plan. So it's 90 feet up. What a coincidence.
I knew this was coming.
So make sure that that the other guy is 15 feet away from me, and I grab Bayer and I thunderstep right to the top.
Away from the bridge.
Are you allowing this, Thayer?
Sounds safer than me trying to climb a rope.
All right.
Marge,
So, she and Ducks, you see them come back across. All of a sudden, you hear this loud, thunderous noise, and Vayor and Sergeant Rock appear right next to you. So it leaves Brother May-I to climb. So, Brother May-I.
No, Brother May-I doesn't want to climb up. What I want to do is get on belay. We have plenty of rope now. Lower me down, and then I'll do the same thing with Brother May-I.
Alrighty then.
I did, by the way, my acrobatics is to nimbly dodge out of the way as Sergeant Rock wildly lands because he has no idea where we are at the top of this ridge.
I suppose I could have walkie-talkied you before I came up. But hey, can't think of everything.
Okay, Brother May-I tried to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he sees that I'm lowering back down. In fact, I walkie-talkie him and tell him, okay, now I'm going to come down and get you. And I'm going to be on belay for maximum safety.
Okay.
So there's 3 of us belaying Sarge.
Yep. And I'm climbing down the rope.
Are we rolling for that, or are we just going to auto succeed?
No. it's-
Only if I blow it would you have to belay me.
All right, that's that's one success. Give me another one.
19.
Okay, so now the gentleman on belay, please roll me a strength check to see if you keep him from falling. The 35, 40
There we
feet.
go. The little kid manages to dig in.
One question I have for Sergeant Rock is this thunderstep that he's doing. How does that fit into his world of the M1 Grand and the Nazis, and how does that fit into his scheme of suddenly he can teleport himself in a flash 90 feet?
I don't have a good answer for that. In this world, when he says, I need to get out of here, then he casts or he does an action that says, get out of there. And then
It just works.
sometimes things just work because you're desperate.
All right. So you get down there to him. You thunderstep back up to the top. And you hear noises like that coming from upriver on the other side.
Those guys are coming back.
Well, they just heard 2 loud bangs coming from the area they saw a campfire at the night before.
Yeah, well, they're going to be on the wrong side. So now that we're done, we can press on towards the.
Yeah, are we ready? Yeah, are we ready to go to the windmill? Of course, now that you have no spell slots left.
I got cantrips.
Do we want to press on, or do we want to say this is a good spot for next time? Since we have 20 minutes.
We still have a little bit of time.
Alrighty.
You guys wish to press
a few miles down the road.
So
yes, I'm seeing a bunch of cool little maps popping up.
Yep. All the trouble I have to go through to get you to the map I need you at, since I can't grab a hold of you and pull you.
We appreciate all the trouble you go through.
All right,
so we've now crossed the second.
Before we set off, a weird little army medic type runs up and heals Sergeant Rock up for a few good points.
All right. That's probably the most that little medic's healed anybody.
That is true. There is truth in that.
There's a whopping big Band-Aid on Sarge's whatever.
He runs up with some gauze in his hand and just starts running around in circles. Alright, so same scenario, same lineup, I'm assuming, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Alright, there is no trail, so give me a survival check.
With advantage since I've been here before.
Sorry, just ducks. Disregard my 8.
Don't. Just give me a roll.
So 23.
Alright. You feel that you're moving in the right direction. Go ahead and give me those perceptions for...
Check 6! Ooh, Sergeant Rock is really checking 6 now.
12. I was so keen on survival, I'm not very perceptive.
Nope. You're not. So, let's see. Alright. You guys travel on. Let's see. You get to, we'll say, right about where I'm pinging on the map.
Oh, that's not bad travel.
Just before the sun starts to set.
I assume we took a short rest at lunchtime.
That's up to you guys. Did you stop for lunch?
Sarge always insists on stopping for lunch, and then he takes a short rest to get his spell slot back for the second half of the day.
All right, and just before the sun completely sets, that night.
After lunch, he also does the inspiring leader thing to give May-I and himself the 9-10 hit points again.
All right.
Oh, and Bayer, because Bayer missed the briefing in the morning. This one consists of alternate means of communication through various hand signals and light blinking Morse code.
She is actually very interested in this one and listens intently.
Okay, so with that, who all is listening intently?
I am.
Okay.
This is the most interesting brief he's given us so far.
For those who are trying to listen intently on this particular briefing, roll me an intelligence check.
What is with this guy? Pay attention.
So, you guys were paying attention, but you were unable to retain any of it.
My gosh.
Here I thought you guys were going to learn a new way of communicating. Oh, well.
Yeah, very disappointed. Look at this. Ducks has gotten 3 and 2.
Yeah, you'll need to do it. You'll need to do a check on learning later on.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. I'll have to do a CBT.
Yeah, this is not going to be going into your 623.
All right. So, like I said, the sun is starting to set. You got an estimate of maybe another day or so before you get to the windmill.
Seems like slow
But
going.
Sergeant Rock, you had a 21 perception on you guys' little hike through the jungle there.
I did. I was paying attention for a change.
Yes, and you're the only one that hears what sounds like somebody or something running through the jungle extremely fast.
And I immediately dropped to a knee and said, "We got incoming." And I can tell the direction it's coming from?
It appears to be coming from your northeast.
All right. So I just make a couple of noises, like, and then I drop down and point my rifle towards the direction of the incoming.
Because he, of course, just taught us all these hand signals that we weren't really paying attention to.
Right.
Yeah, so when he makes that noise, I'm looking around for dogs to see if he's calling a dog.
Okay. So I see an initiative and I see 2 stealth checks. Does anybody else want to do something else? Do you make your clicking noise, and does anybody do
Yeah.
something for that?
I'm not going for the stealth. I'm doing it.
I would love to metagame and say that I would roll for stealth, but considering my character would have no idea why he's clicking, I'm not gonna try and stealth. I have no idea what's going on.
Pay attention.
I have no idea what's going on either. I just
That's true.
see someone take a knee.
If Sarge is praying, we're all in deep doo-doo.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see a 19, I see an 11, and nobody else is going to, for the same reason they have no clue what Sergeant Rock is clicking about. Alright, so after a moment, give me a perception check, everybody but Sergeant Rock. Dux is still trying to figure out what the hell Sergeant Rock's doing.
God. What is he clicking about? Jeez.
Brother May-I is pretty much doing the same thing from his little hiding spot. You hear something running through the woods towards your direction. It's closer now, so it's a little louder.
Okay, running towards us. I'm going to say to everyone, there's somebody coming towards us. I hear them. And then I will try and
Now
stealth.
I will try to.
Sergeant says, "Why don't you just yell a little louder?"
Explanation is all I need.
Technically, I didn't yell it. We're all kind of close together. I just said it.
Alright. Everybody's stealths. Everybody thinks they're hidden. So with that, after a few moments,
A giant snake skeleton appears through the woods.
what appears to be a young woman running through the woods as if scared. Her clothes are torn and her dark brown hair, tangled with twigs and leaves with minor cuts and scrapes. And she runs right through where you guys were at and keeps on running.
I immediately jump out and start running after her.
Now she's got a reason to run.
Sergeant Rock's going to try to intercept her with his high initiative and see if he can stop her from running by going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, honey, we got this."
Yes, I'm going to call out and say, it is okay, I'm here.
Alright, so...
No idea what's going on. I just sit there wondering what's going on.
somebody runs through and they just jump out. Hey.
Yeah, Sergeant's trying to grapple her. So it's an
All right.
opposed athletics check.
So before we do that, since you're talking about your initiative was
17.
all right. Her initiative is
There's initiative was a 20.
25.
What's the surprise round?
so. As she starts running in towards the group, Vayer, you have the first chance to do something. Do you do anything?
In your world, with my proficiency with a whip, Would I be able to try to trip her with a whip attack?
Tripper?
Yeah.
You can roll an attack and try.
Or would I need martial art training for that?
You are trained in you can use a whip, right?
Yeah.
Then just use it as an attack.
Hit them.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to hurt her as such. I'm just trying to slow her down.
All right.
Why don't you wrap her with the whip instead of wrapping her feet, wrap her body?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll the attack. See if you can do so.
All right. Boom.
You miss. It's as if she was. You go to whip out towards her, and she's just a tad faster than your whip, and gets just out of reach. No, what was that? She? You do what?
I'm screaming anything that looks like it could hurt, harm, entangle. I am adamantly opposed to all of this.
So, DM, is this the woman that I saw in the windmill on my previous forays?
You believe she looks like it?
Okay, I'm going to try to contact her mentally and tell her that we're here to help and she doesn't need to run.
Okay, so partway through her run, she looks around as if startled from hearing your voice in her head. She's not stopped because some strange disembodied voice has just spoke to her.
And I'm going to step out so she can see me and say out loud, we're here to help.
And I believe
You're
Certain
gonna
Rock
take your
and
mask off, right?
She did the same thing.
I don't have a mask.
Oh, wrong guy.
Okay, so as you guys step out to try to stop this woman who seems to be running through the woods, scared half out of her mind, this is where we'll stop for this evening.
Make my grapple check.
Go ahead and make your check.
He runs right over me.
So Sergeant Rock goes to try to do the same thing, and apparently gets his leg tangled up in a vine there was standing that he was hiding next to.
He's lying prone.
Trips and falls face first to the ground.
DM,
What's in it there?
should we prepare a level up for next session?
Actually, yes. Your last full rest you got prior to meeting this woman is when you leveled up. But since we were still in the middle of the game and wasn't going to take the time to level up during the game. Now, I did not ask this of you guys prior. Do you guys prefer to go with the standard hit dice as you level, or would you like to roll for hit dice as you level?
Standard.
Yeah, I've just been doing the standard.
Yes. You've
Routine
probably
by roll
noticed
for
with my
hit
dice
die.
rolling why I will always take the standard.
Just, I know it's a little, a little far in the game, but I figured I'd at least give you that option.
See, if I could roll with real dice, I'd be okay with rolling, but these digital dice don't seem to like me.
Okay, so we'll stick with the basic level up hit points. So you guys are now level 4.
Huh?
You mean 6?
Level 6?
Yes, level 6.
Alrighty. All
All
right.
right,
Next
so-
weekend is a big 3-day weekend.
Next weekend is a holiday weekend. A few of us will be indisposed.
Yeah,
During the
I'll be
weekend.
at Tacticon.
You'll be at a convention. Todd and myself will also be in a convention in Atlanta. So
So-
next weekend is a free day for us.
Oh,
We won't
I
be
was going
on.
to say Bayer and May can get together
Okay.
and play on their own, but they just won't have a DM.
And we will pick back up the following Sunday unless any other circumstances arise that will hinder that from being an option. Thank you for joining us this evening. For those who actually joined us and checked us out, I hope you enjoyed the game. You can check us out on Twitter at Roll Hit Die. You can check us out on Twitch, of course, and the previous episodes are on our YouTube channel, which is Roll Hit Die as well. Thank you. Have yourselves a good weekend.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you much.